I'm the mayor of fun.
You're the mayor of fun?
I'm fun. I love fun.
What? OK, give us an example of the fun.
Harmless salt?
Yeah, harmless fun. Just like that.
That's fun.
Whoa! Look in there. Whee! Jerry, somebody...
He thinks there's someone over there. It's not, it's me.
You tell you what, if I had a superpower, it would be blowing snot balloons whenever I wanted to. Just sitting around, chatting to somebody, having an argument with somebody, going, well, you bloody partner, and you just go...
OK, well, let's get some answers on this. So most people think they're fun to be around. What do you think, Joe? What do you think they said?
Most people said no. Most people do not think that they're fun to be around. They want to be around people that are fun, but they don't think necessarily...
They want to be around me.
OK. All right, so you going with that answer?
I can do any hairstyle I want. I know that. Set the parting. I think, Jimmy... I mean, like I said, I think people are scared of fun, aren't they? They're frightened. They can't handle the fun.
Sort of can't look away now. Most attractive accent.
I'd like to put myself up for this one.
It's a bad noise to start with.
Is it the mosquito accent?
No, I think probably the American accent, I'd say. When I have sex, I always try to do it in an American accent, just to take the edge off this one.
You do an American accent during sex? Could you give us an example of some of the things you say? I can't remember.
Well, you have to... Sexiest American is a sort of, like Mel, but American. I think you actually have a very sexy, low voice. You know, when you're on the bake-off and you're like, bakers, get baking. I'm like, oh, I'll bake you in a minute, Mel.
I'll give you a soggy bottom. You do have a very low... It's like, yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed if I phoned up one of the numbers.
Really?
I would not be disappointed to get Mel Goodrich at the other end.
I'm really pleased.
No, you've got a lovely voice.
What are you doing now? Tending to my hernia.
Oh, it's poking right out.
Kylie's apparently, she's put on lots of viewers.
I think 1 million people extra are watching just for the Kylie, yeah.
But it's interesting watching, because she's, 45 now? She looks very well. I was thinking the only thing... Well, but no. No,
go on, say the thing that's obviously terrible.
Well, that chair moves more than her face, doesn't it?
She's maybe had a little bit of work done, but good work. Rob, do you think Scotland should stay?
Yeah, I reckon they should go, start a new currency. Royal Bank of Scotland can sort them out. They're well good with money, aren't they? They'll be fine.
Sporran. A new sporran. It can be called a sporran, and there's 10 jocks in a sporran, and 50 pishes in a jock. So that'd be 8 sporran, 12 jocks, and keep the pish. There is already a currency available to the Scots, which they can pick up any time, which is the drachma, which sounds great in a Scottish accent, doesn't it? Drachma. Hey, Jimmy, have you got any drachma? I miss all those old European currencies, like the escudo. That was a lovely one. The
Scudo.
Escudo.
Scudo. Scudo for the dog.
Everything sounds fine if you say it in an aggressive enough accent. A doubloon. Pieces of 8. Up me 12 pieces of 8.
They could make it weirder now. If they have a new currency, they could go a bit left field, maybe use doilies.
Have you got a massive collection of doilies by any chance, Joe?
You can use a doily to decorate a cake. If you dust a cake with icing sugar and then put a doily on it and dust it with cocoa powder, you get a lovely snowflake effect on the top of the cake.
You're giving him cake tips, are you? Yeah, give him a few more cake tips. That's what he needs.
McDonald's apple pies are nice. Do you like them? McDonald's apple pies.
Have you never had a McDonald's apple pie?
Fuck off.
They're the ones that are hotter than the sun, the lava.
Yeah, a taste of apple, them ones.
I was about...
You'll know if you've had one because you don't have a roof of a mouth anymore.
I was about 16, 17 when I had one of those, yeah. They are not... I didn't like them, to
Tell you what, mate, stick one of McFlurry, game changer.
He's not wrong, either. He's not wrong. Henning, what do you think for a long life?
I don't know. Don't invade Russia in the winter. Well, the key to a long life is have realistic ambitions. If you try in life and become something you can't, you're just not destined to, then don't try and go for it, but just lower your expectations and your ambitions. There's nothing more... If people...
I don't know if that's ever going to be a Disney song.
I didn't express it in a very catchy way, but I think we could rap it. Like, do not have too high ambitions, everyone. Oi, listen.
I don't know if you've heard rap music or just someone with a speech impediment.
But that's the key, isn't it? If people think, oh, I wish I was an astronaut, forget about it. You'll never be an astronaut. Don't set yourself up for disappointment. Just have realistic ambitions. And, OK, in all probability, I'll end up working somewhere in middle management. Of course you will.
Simon Cowell thinks he's harsh, but this guy... I'm not even going to break your dreams. I'm telling you, don't have dreams. Joe, what's the best way you've got back at someone?
Oh, the only thing I've ever done, this bloke scratched my new pencil case, so I drove my van into the front of his house.
So, best way to impress your in-laws?
I just used a knife and fork. They're Irish. Do you know that the Irish don't put their knife and fork together after a meal?
They don't put their knife and fork together
No,
again?
and it really spun me out for the first year of my relationship with my Irish husband because, firstly, I just never knew if he'd finished, which I found really uncomfortable. And secondly, I just thought when
Was this just at meal times?
Just at meal times.
I said last week on this show that I liked Coldplay, and then this week, marriage over. Oh. I'm not saying she watches, but if he likes you, I'm bailing. You are clearly a dickhead. But we shouldn't joke about it because there are kids involved, and of course...
Yeah, I feel sorry for them having those twats as parents.
The accent is not as important as what someone's saying, is it?
Are you only saying that because your voice is...
Nauseating, yes. But if, like, the Birmingham accent is renowned as one of the less naturally alluring, but if it's saying, are you enjoying that sandwich? Do you mind if I give you a blowjob? I'll give you 100 quid.
Tell you what, I met a taxidermist from Birmingham. He was amazing, and he said, I've got a stuffed baboon out.
That's sexy as well.
Is it?
Everything you're doing is doing it for me.
They won't go independent because a lot of the stuff they've claimed to like, they only do to trick us. Like haggis is something they pretend to like. So when we go to Scotland, you have a haggis and you find out it's rancid.
Oh, it's amazing.
They all have a jolly good laugh about it. Same with like the Robbie Burns. Even they can't understand it. It's just made up language and they pretend it's ancient Scottish poetry. It's not. He's just gobbled it. Hig the mora fluki da pookie down there. And they go, oh, OK, that's ancient lyricism, that is. He was just pissed the whole time. I am the hoagie, had a bogey.
Is it that Mrs. Doubtfire? That's Mrs. Doubtfire's voice, isn't it?
It probably is. I pick up most of mine from films.
Yeah.
Putin's been talking all the Olympics. All I hear is Alexander Meerkat. All the time. Doesn't matter what he's saying. He's a lot more likeable figure. Yeah, we don't like it. It's simple.
So there's two more things still to get. What do you think, Sean?
Manchester United are in crisis.
What, they certainly are. They're not doing well.
I don't know why that's bad news. To me, it's fantastic news. Yeah. Best news ever.
This is the worst season for Manchester United since the Premier League began in 1992, apparently.
The problem is the manager, isn't it? Because they had Ferguson, and he had this magic power. He was like Dumbledore. And now they've got a muggle in charge, haven't they? But David Moyes, he's got no magical powers. He's just got very blinky eyes.
John, you're a Leeds supporter. Are you enjoying this? Because a lot of people are enjoying the kind of schadenfreude of Man U doing really badly.
Man United fans seem to have this... They don't quite understand when they go, yeah, you're only jealous because we won so much. You go, yeah, that's why I'm now enjoying your defeat, because you were really good and now you're less good, and that is amusing to me. That you are paying an exorbitant fee to Wayne Rooney and you are shit.
Well, that's the other thing that's been in the news. Wayne Rooney's now the best paid player in Britain. He's getting £300,000 a week.
He earns so much money now that if he drops 50p, he's earned it back before it hits the ground.
How high does he have to drop it from?
When someone earns these massive amounts of money, what they always say, it's £300,000 a week, but then they break it down and down and down, and they go, oh, it's £30 a minute. And I think, well, I hope that's the catch. I hope he gets paid every minute. Someone follows him around with a bag of coins. Every minute of the day. 4:31 a.m, here's your £30. Fuck off, I've got a game in the morning. Oh, well, this one's for us, then. You don't get... The fact is, it's really simple why they're sometimes losing games. And I like forums, because they're just nutters. And with football, what you get is the views are exactly the same. I checked a Man United supporters forum and Radio 1 news round for kids, and the views are exactly the same. There's just a lot more swearing on that one. I am from Cardiff and I support Manchester United and I think we are being unlucky. And this guy's like, we're just on a fucking roundabout luck, that's all. Just a really angry 8-year-old.
I think the best thing a fan has done, following the loss to Sunderland in the semi-finals of the League Cup in January, a drunken man rang the police and asked to speak to Alex Ferguson. After being asked if he needed to report a crime, the fan replied, yes, the crime is that Manchester United were absolutely knackered.
I think it would broke up their day. Because all the other calls they're getting are like someone's been murdered or, you know, it's all about... I think there should be a number for that with just your gripes. Just like, oh, these shoes! Or like, I can't find my charger! It's like 998.
Sean, what do you think is the sexiest accent?
It's not South African athlete.
Come out of that bathroom right now.
I always find if I don't watch them, the meerkats. But just listen.
Well, just close your eyes for a second. Meerkat saying something sexy, please, John.
Hello, I am Alexander. I come to touch your penis.
What about Lady Meerkat with nice low voice?
Yeah.
I am Svetlana, Sean. Hello.
That's very good.
Let me creep up your trouser.
John, did you celebrate Valentine's?
Well, this is my first year I've ever had a girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Whoa. Before you applaud that, that's tragically sad, is what it is.
Well, I had loads of birds, obviously, but February the 13th, thrift measure, get rid.
It's easier for people to meet people now, though. It's like Tinder. It's like an app where you just put your profile on it. People tick if they want to go out with you, or cross if they don't. So there's like 2 million people on it, this app. Lee Ryan's completed it. He's just waiting for a few more levels.
I imagine Chris Martin got fed up coming home from the recording studio, opening the fridge, and all that's there is like a meadow of alfalfa sprouts. And the only treat is a little marzipan farmer leaning over it like that. Now he's had a lifestyle change. He doesn't have to, you know, abide by her rules, because she was so vegan, she sort of grows towards the light, doesn't she? She's sort of...
Fern, what do you make of this split?
I feel like my faith in love has been destroyed. No, I don't really. I feel sorry for them, though, because they were together 10 years, and that's like dog years in celebrity relationships. That's like a long time.
It's like a miracle.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for their kids, because she banned Apple from eating carbs, yet was sadistic enough to name her after a carb. Why not a lean protein?
That was the sound of our audience going, are apples carbs? Yes.
Are they?
No, they're not.
Fruit and veggie carbs, yeah.
I know that tomatoes are a nut.
Yeah. Chicken's actually a legume. We're making the anti-QI.
Phil fell for it. He has to know they're a fruit. That's what I was doing, Phil.
If I was going to try and, you know, impress my missus on Valentine's, what would I cook her? What would be the meal?
I love creating something like a good cake. Like, if you make a good...
I knew he was going to say cake.
hang on.
Of course, a good cake.
If you've got a good chocolate cake, which is a Zacatort with raspberries laced all the way through it with cream, cover it in a chocolate ganache, and then strawberries on the top. Slice of that with some cream.
My only problem with that is I don't know what a ganache is. That's my only...
I think you're thinking of a Viennetta, mate. That's a Viennetta. Quiz in answer, mate. You're wasting your time.
When was the last time you had a Viennetta? They're very nice. Don't you be sneering.
I made one for a series recently.
You made a Viennetta for the series?
They make them, mate.
But I use...
In the factory, they're about a mile long. It's just a thing going...
I actually used Indian ice cream, kulfi, instead of ice cream, and it was delicious. I used a mango and passion fruit.
Mango in a Viennetta? That's bullshit.
Most unattractive habit. What do you think, Phil?
Well, I've just been filming my secret agent series, going around helping people who haven't figured out they actually need to clean the house in order to sell it.
What's the worst thing you've seen?
There's an awful lot of kind of pet poo. I've seen an awful lot of that. I've seen a kitchen where the cat had weed on the floor so much there was a hole in the floor. It was rotten. Sex aids. Seen a few of those.
What, just lying around the house?
Yes.
For the estate agent, this room would be ideal for masturbation. I think love can be a scary thing, and nothing's more nerve-wracking than the first kiss. Take a look at this clip from the reality show The Virgin Diaries.
I'm 31, and I have never kissed a girl on the lips. We're saving our first kiss for our wedding, and a lot of people are just, like, shocked when they hear that. Like, really? Is that hard to do? As if no one ever does it.
I now declare you to be husband and wife. Ryan, you may kiss your bride.
I love you.
I love you too.
The kiss was, hard to explain.
Strawberry lemon, honey. It tastes so good. Wow, it's a dream. Like, I get to, like, kiss them whenever I want to. We didn't have to hold back anymore. We could just be free with our love. I can't stop kissing. It's like, oh.
She just went right at it. I can tell she's been holding back, and now she's not.
Dawn, you look like you really enjoyed that.
I did. That was very physical for me. I couldn't cope with what was going on there at all. It's like when with the cake, and that put me off cake. It was everything that's wrong with a kiss. Everything you don't want your partner to do when they kiss you is everything that they both did.
Have a bite of cake halfway through.
They looked like they were siphoning petrol. There's obesity crisis, and they want to put a tax on fizzy drinks particularly, and also raise funds to pay for the NHS treatments which will inevitably arise from the amount of obesity.
Johnny.
I like my vodka with a mixer. You start taxing the mixer, I drink my vodka without the mixer. I go out and I burn down factories. What's that going to cost the taxpayer?
If sugar, if Coke, right, causes obesity, why aren't flies fat? They love Coke, but they're not fat.
Flies know when to quit because they've got loads of eyes and they can see themselves and they cry and they fly off. If I'm drinking Coke and I don't have a mirror, I'll be there for days.
Did you celebrate Valentine's this year?
I had a bit of a mare. I found out there's a very fine line between making a romantic gesture and just exposing yourself at a stranger. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's Let's put it this way, I've now got to do 100 hours community service.
Fern, any unattractive habits?
Just I remembered I pulled this guy once and I brought him back to my flat for a pump and I pulled back the sheets and there was a loaf of bread in my bed.
Oh my God, it's like a Scottish man's dream.
Brush the crumbs to the sides. Make yourself at home, son.
Oh, Mr. Darcy. A supermarket in Nottingham came under fire after installing a cash machine just 15 inches from the ground. Look at that. I mean, that's a lot of fun, isn't it?
You can imagine 7 people in Nottingham being happy about it.
Well, one of them be happy, the other 6. So we asked our studio audience, do you think you have common sense? Yes or no? John, do you think you've got common sense?
I think I've got too much common sense, yeah. I think I would say that, as a result, I'm bordering on the tedious. I don't think I've ever lost my keys or locked myself out, or... I can't remember the last time I fell over.
I fell over last year. I fell down the stairs and I broke my nose. Now, that does not make life more exciting.
Although, ka-ching, Stan a stairlift advert.
How did you fall down the stairs?
I had high heels on and a rucksack. I always go around with
High heels and a rucksack? Oh, tell me more.
And you were dressed as a beefeater.
No, I always have a rucksack. I don't like handbags, so I can put both hands in my pockets. So when I trip...
You could break your nose.
Well, I will say maybe I'm too commonsensical, but if I am going down the stairs in high heels, I don't put my hands in my pockets.
Annie, what do you think?
It's good when people say, like John, when he says he has got common sense and people pride themselves on their common sense. What is dangerous for society is when people go, oh, yeah, I'm a loony and proud of it. Oh, I came home from the pub and fried an egg, but I was so pissed I fell asleep. Next thing I know, the house is on fire. Am I a Walliet? Yeah, you are a Walliet.
Let's let Walliet go, shall we?
You know what I've always thought was a thing of common sense is I've never understood why people test bathwater with their elbows.
Oh, no, you've got to use a baby.
No. Why do people always use their elbows to test bathwater? Because you never put your elbows in the bath. Then you sit there like that. Your elbows never go in the actual bath. And really, what you should test water with is with your balls. And that way, you would know exactly what the temperature is.
OK. Of course, the people with the most common sense are probably, practical people like plumbers. Have a look at some of their fine work.
Well, maybe that's the Siamese twins.
Yeah. Good. Take a look at this one. How do you explain that? Mr. Tickle, maybe? OK, the next one is pretty special, I think. This is an amazing piece of... I don't want them to see my face, but my junk, yeah, I'm fine with that.
I like to behave when I meet my in-laws like a little Japanese girl. I come in and I bow at everything. I bow like that. And every time they say something, I go... They love that. And everything they say, I go... And I think that really makes them like me. And it creates a sort of warm... They relax. Another good one is, if they've laid out a lovely tea, just pick up the trifle and do it in one go like that. Now I'm going to drive. Or... If they ask you how you're going to provide for their daughter, just go, she'll be all right, and pull a stocking over her. Everyone down now! There you go. See? She'll be fine. Don't worry, I'll look after your princess.
All good ideas. Yes. Presumably you've been talking about Ukraine non-stop on Corrie.
We have, actually. We're all quite freaked out. No, it's quite scary, though, to be fair.
Is it?
What do we do if we're all called up, though, if there is... What do we do?
What chance have I got of being called up? I'm the safest person in this war. They've got guns, they've been firing warning shots. If I had a gun, I'd I'd be firing warning shots if my kid didn't put his shoes on quick enough for school. Right on to go pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, I think...
Where's the post?
The day you get a gun is the day Paul Gascoigne is going down the chicken shop. He'll be turning up with a couple of cans, trying to calm things down.
I wouldn't be that daft. I'd have built a bunker first, wouldn't I?
It's good to know you've thought it through.
Oh, yeah, I'd have a big bunker of McVitie's.
I can just imagine them sending in the Tetley's monkey. Go, Johnny, come on, come out.
The Tetley's monkey?
Yeah.
The Tetley's monkey!
Johnny, I'm so sorry. I don't know,
You know
I don't know what was going
you
through
come
my
over
brain.
here, you don't adopt our culture.